The Jim Jefferies Show on Comedy Central covers the most controversial issues through Jim's distinctive brand of comedy and global point of view. The Jim Jefferies Show podcast, on the other hand, is a slightly more podcasty version. Listen each week as Jim Jefferies and co-host Forrest Shaw sit down with friends and guests to discuss news, politics, and all the things Jim couldn't, wouldn't, and shouldn't say on TV. Subscribe now to the Jim Jefferies Show podcast and listen to new episodes every Wednesday on your favorite podcast app.
Can you welcome yourself to something? Not if you're das Vampir. What's that rule? If you're a vampire, you can't walk into someone's home unless they invite you. What is this politeness-based magic? This is where this all falls apart for me. I'm willing to buy absolutely all the rest of it. Chained into a bat? 100%. Cross will hiss on your skin? Okay. But, get in that house and suck that blood. I can't unless the guy says, come on in. What if I changed it into a bat? Well, no one's gonna welcome a bat into their home. If you knock on the door real quick and then whoosh, I'm a bat now, and they're like, oh, a bat? Come right in. You must be freezing. Bats always look like they're cold. This is a weird evolutionary thing that some animals, like little dogs that are shaky all the time, you think, oh, I gotta help that dog. That's not right? And the dog's like, no, this is just me. I'm like this all the time. I don't even notice that I'm doing this. My brain's the size of a peanut. Honest to God, if dogs could talk, I feel like it would be so boring. They have no... I doubt that we would learn stuff from them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we'd learn a lot of stuff about dog life. Things that you go to eat that you think are going to be good but aren't. I've already experienced that, dog. In fact, very recently, I went to a wedding party where the wedding guests were given little gift bags to take home with them. And in the gift bag was what looked like a delicious little confection. It was like a little donut, but it wasn't made out of donut materials. It seemed like it was some sort of chocolate, some sort of dense, sweet thing. And believe me, I unwrapped this thing, I smelled it, and I was like, this smells like food. And then I bit into it, and it was soap. Something becomes soap so fast. I didn't take a bite out of it and then start chewing and this doesn't seem right. It was as soon as I got my teeth in there, it's this is soap. Soap that was made to look like a little frosted donut with sprinkles on it. Now, the candy, that's weird. That's like, what if we made this sweet thing look like a larger sweet thing? What if we made a chocolate that looked like a cake? As a soap? I don't get it. I mean, I'm just saying, tell people when things are soap. There was also included a little plant, like a little succulent, that had a one-page instruction manual. There wasn't room in that bag to say, hey, this thing is soap, don't eat it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneation with Paul F. Tompkins. This is a show where I invite a special guest onto the program to join me in a free-form conversation inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then, I invite some improviser pals onto the show to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, inspired by a location provided by our special guest, and oftentimes utilizing details gleaned from the aforementioned free-form conversation. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter.
For the listener, I tripped over some wires. The magic bag will be hearing from my lawyer. I was humiliated in front of all of Ferndale. What if the word should spread to Hamtramck? Local references.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, very pleased to bring you these weirdos to the stage. Please welcome to the stage, Eugene Cordero! Eugene!
Hi.
Have you ever bitten into something that you thought was food but turned out to not be food?
I don't know if I have.
Oh, I was really hoping you would say yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be alone in this.
In hopes that it was food? Like meaning.
I mean, like you're trapped in a bucket. You're trying to get out of there.
And I gotta chew my way out.
Yeah, you do your way out.
Yeah, I know that's not food as I'm saving my own life. No, but like, I've like been in a park and chewed on a stick. But I know that's not food as I'm putting it in my mouth. It's like, oh, I just want to gnaw on the stick for a second. What else? What else you got?
All right.
What other questions? That would have killed it. Is ice food? Ice isn't food. It's just ice, right?
I don't think of ice as a food.
Me neither. It's just ice. You know, it just tastes like, yeah. Water.
It's very watery.
What is happening? What time is it? Okay.
Focus up.
Okay.
All right.
I got it. Okay. Ice sticks. What else?
What's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
That I've cooked myself?
Let's go there.
I one time made like some kind of like pasta dish that I was just, I wasn't gonna read any kind of directions or anything. Just gonna like whip it together like I'm a chef. Like I'm a, what is the word? Chef. So I grabbed some sticks and ice. I shaved down the stick, made it into noodles. The ice melted into this water substance. Tasted shitty. Tastes like wet wood.
Eugene Cordero, ladies and gentlemen. Did I cook myself? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Tony Newsom! Of course!
Oh, we gotta do a classic maple.
Classic maple!
Yes.
Tawny, gotta know,
Yeah.
have you ever tried to eat
No.
something that you thought, let me finish the question.
What I have thought was food.
A decorative soap that looks so much like food and even smelled like it?
Look, I understand why you were duped. I don't have a memory of that ever happening to me. It's not because I'm better than you. Maybe I blocked it out. I mean, I must have just blocked it out because it was so bad. I
Being
don't,
very generous.
maybe. I don't know. I've never eaten anything. I don't remember bad meals either. I don't choose to keep the memory of a bad thing that happened.
Oh, that's weird. I choose to keep all my bad memories.
Yeah? Does it make you like a better comedian?
Yeah. Do you know about the link between depression and comedy?
Oh, yeah. The best clowns are crying. No, but I'm a very good cook. I assume that was your next question.
Yes, it was, of course.
I taught myself from blogs and the internet.
Blogs and the internet?
Uh-huh.
So you get some blogs in the mail and then
Yeah.
you're like, for supplemental reading, I'm gonna go to the internet.
Yeah, I'd page through them and I'd find them. No, but I taught myself to cook.
What is your best dish?
My best dish. Well, you've come to my house and I made a dish that I was very proud of. You can tell me if it was good.
I've blocked out all my meals except for the soap. What was that dish?
I made bibimbap.
Yes, it was very good.
Did you like it? All
Yes.
right.
I was disappointed. I thought we were playing a game.
When I said come over for bibimbap?
Yeah. I spent hours researching what I thought we were going to be doing.
So wait, if you spent hours researching and you still didn't know it was a food, this makes me revisit, I don't place blame on the soap people anymore.
I had looked up Ganipkanop.
Ah, the classic Polish game.
Ganipkanop was a tabletop game from my childhood.
Uh-huh.
It was ping pong spelled backwards.
Oh, I see.
Basically, people are
Are
mad.
people hissing? I'm sorry, are people hissing like this is a fucking crooked media podcast right now? We just said Paul Ryan and everyone's like, what is Ganipkanop?
I think it was just like two little cannons that would fucking shoot a ball back and forth.
How is that backwards ping pong?
It's not.
You've lived a life of things that aren't things.
Tony Newsom, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stage, little Janet Varney! Bennett, I gotta ask you. Have you ever started to eat a thing that you thought was food and turned out not to be food?
Yes, Paul.
Let's get into it.
I do want to say I was standing off stage, racking my brain. Like I gotta show up for this guy. There's gotta be something. I don't want to let him down. But then I remembered, I continued to eat something that I didn't just bite into something and realize that it wasn't food. There's a lovely baked crab roll that I get from time to time at a sushi place I enjoy. Had some takeout, took it home. It was apparently wrapped into white paper. The soy paper is also white. And I ate like half the roll. I was like, there's something missing. I don't know, there's something very bland, sort of dry about this. Like I got very like uppity about it. Like, I don't know, this is just not up to the quality I've become accustomed to. And then I sort of surreptitiously pulled it out and was like, no, this is, oh, how much paper did I eat? So much. I ate so much paper. So that's not like, I would have eaten half the soap before I would have had like cartoon soap bubbles coming out of my mouth and still would have been like, this chocolate is not up to par.
I've done that same thing with a wrap where I've eaten paper and not realized it. How many other people in here will admit that they have done the same thing? That's maybe too many people. I really thought it was going to be a much smaller number.
Yeah, we're an easily confused species, I think is what.
When you were a kid, did you eat paper?
No, but I did eat. There were these.
Because there are kids that do that.
Admit something that was gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't eat paper. I ate something much worse. No, there were these little. Weeds is the word I'm looking for. There were weeds that grew in the playground of my school growing up in Tucson that had like these tiny, they were just thin little stalks, and then the things coming out of them, there's little white flowers at the top, and then there are little
The space work that Janet is doing is off the chart.
I'm
sorry, apologies to the listeners.
I forget that we're recording things for people to listen to later. I'm the worst. Everything I do is mime.
No, but you're seeing the little weed. I understand.
And the little leaves are just these tiny little heart shapes. And we would just sit and eat them. I don't know. We would just like pluck them off. Like I don't know what kind of cocktail conversation I'm creating. So then I says to her, we would pull these little heart shapes, and they tasted awful. They were just bitter. I do love arugula now though, and that may have something to do with it. But they were just these bitter weeds that we ate for no reason that I can recall. I don't think we were hungry. It was just something to do. I can't believe I never was a smoker. Because clearly I just, whatever, yeah.
You missed the boat on that one.
I did.
You squandered it all on heartweed.
I did.
What is the worst thing you've ever made cooking-wise? Do you cook?
I do cook, but I'm very lazy. So I would say that I'm pretty good at it when I bother to, but I'm not great about bothering.
What's the worst thing you've ever ordered?
So depressing. That's very depressing. Yeah, I don't know. I think the stuff that I think about when I think about eating gross stuff is just stuff that we made on this thing called Dinner and a Movie that I was on, where we sometimes made things that were not delicious, just to kind of do it, like, you know.
This was a show where you would watch a movie, and then you would cook something or eat something that had some connection to the movie.
Yeah, with as clever of a title as possible to connect it to the movie.
What was the worst of those? Either food or connection.
The worst one that I feel shame about, that I wasn't even on the show yet, was they showed Pretty Woman, and the dish they made was Julia's red snapper.
course, a reference to the famous scene with the jewelry box.
Yes, the red jewelry box. And that's what we all thought. And that's why we all booed and hissed. Because we don't like to see jewelry be made fun of, Paul.
No, don't make fun of jewels.
Please. Thank you. She gets it. Yeah. Anything else?
You're free to go, Janet Varney, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I'm not gonna lie, we have to take a break. When we return, we will meet our special guest. Stay alive, no matter what occurs, I will find you.
What would it look like if we all listened more? Now, I can't listen to you because I have to do this ad. So you think on that while I keep talking. You be the listener. I'm not included in this thought experiment. Listening to audiobooks motivates us, inspires us, even brings us closer together. And there's no better place to listen than Audible, because now Audible members get even more exclusive audio fitness programs, audiobooks, Audible originals, and more. Let me give you the overview. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet, that planet being Earth. And now, with Audible Originals, the selection has gotten even more custom with content made just for members. Now I'm tripping out on Audible being in other planets and they have an even bigger library. That would make me mad. I hope that's not the case. Every month, Audible members, on Earth anyway, get 1 credit good for any audiobook they choose, plus 2 Audible Originals from a changing selection that they can't get anywhere else. Okay, now what does that mean in the galaxy? In the universe? I hope so. They also get access to audio fitness and health workouts created exclusively for Audible. Plus, your books are yours to keep. No one can take your books away until they pry them from your cold, dead ears. With Audible, you can go back and re-listen anytime, even if you cancel your membership. Didn't like your audiobook? Exchange it. No questions asked. I mean, Audible's not going to ask you any questions. I find you fascinating. Start a 30-day trial and your first audiobook is free. Go to audible.com/PFT or text PFT to 500-500. That is AUDIBLE.com/PFT or text my initials PFT to the number 500-500. You can do it with audiobooks. I'm very excited. Our new sponsor that's sticking with us, 3rd week in a row, Sweet Tango Apples. I'm so excited that a natural food that falls from a tree has invested money in our podcast. When was the last time you had a really good apple? Honey? Yeah. When's the last time you had a really good apple?
When Sweet Tango Apples sent us those apples.
Oh, my wife is a pro, folks. She knows what to say. She's just walking through the room. She said, when Sweet Tango Apples sent us those apples, that's right. Sweet Tango bribed us to do a good ad by giving us delicious apples. I'm talking about an apple that's crunchy, that's got a flavor that just had the right balance of sweet and tangy. It's got to be Sweet Tango. And guess what? Sweet Tango apples are back in season. That's that feeling you got, that shiver up your spine. Sweet Tangos are back, and they're coming for you. Sweet Tango apples are renowned for their distinctive flavor. I'm talking about the entire kingdom knows this. The flavor that is sweet with a lively touch of citrus, honey, and spice. Oh, spice. What I imagine giant worms just filled with these apples. And the crunch of Sweet Tango, it's unmistakable. When bitten, this crisp apple produces a satisfying snap and a burst of sweet and tangy juice. It's so crunchy Then when the record for the are you saying yum because you're thinking of this apple?
Yeah.
It is so crunchy that when the record for the loudest crunch of an apple was set in the Guinness Book of World Records, Sweet Tango was the apple of choice. You know who cried that day? Granny Smith. See why Sweet Tango apple fans eagerly await its return every fall, autumn for you people outside of the United States who maybe don't have access to these apples. Sorry. That's why USA is the greatest country in the world, unless you have them and your country's fine too. Find a grocer near you at sweettango.com/PFT. How excited am I to be associated with this URL? That is SWEETANGO.com/PFT. Tango. Don't add tango at the end.
Welcome back to Listeners, during the break, we really figured some shit out. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest this evening is a musician and an actor whom you may have seen and been haunted by in Twin Peaks: The Return. Please welcome to the stage, Christophe Zajac-Denek! Christophe, welcome to the show.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Are you a native Michigander?
I am, yeah.
Okay, and you just moved back to Detroit, right?
I just moved back, yeah. It's been 2 months, 3 weeks, and 5 days.
And how are you finding it so far?
Humid. It's so humid. It's insane.
Did you buy a mansion?
I bought a mini mansion, actually.
Fantastic. All right, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Christophe, this comes from our previous episode's guest. This is hot off the presses. This is hours old.
I used to eat paper.
You used to eat paper? We'll get to the question.
All right. Sorry. I'm really nervous, so I jumped the gun. I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Would you eat like just nibble on a sheet of paper?
So I just recalled what I did, and either people are going to be like, "Oh, that guy's an asshole," or they're going to be like, "Holy shit, that's hilarious." So when I was like 5 to 7.5, or give or take like 3 years,
Okay.
I remember.
Hold on, let me. I just need these parameters.
Yeah.
5 to 7.5, give or take 3 years.
Yeah. And either at my parents' house or my friends' houses, I would find like small pieces of paper, and I guess I probably wouldn't eat them completely, but I would eat them and ball them up into tiny pieces of paper and then put them in light sockets. I just remembered this. I don't know why. Those of you who aren't laughing, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
So, was it a thing that, like, as you were doing it, was there like an intention behind it? Like, this will be...
I thought it just like went out the other side. Like I didn't know it went.
I mean, like the wall socket.
Yeah, like you know where you plug,
Yeah.
you know, the light stuff.
Like
in,
any kind of cord.
Any kind of cord. It went in there, like not realizing that you could never get the paper out of there ever. Like that's where I would put this like chewed up paper that's obviously disgusting and would fit in there and like. Such an asshole.
So, but when you were doing it, was a thing that you just felt like, I have to do this?
I have no clue. I just remembered it over there, yeah.
So I would imagine, like, if you put enough paper in there, it would be something
And I did. God damn it.
It it would prevent you from being able to plug something in, right?
But the thing was, like, I never did like one continuous piece.
Right.
It'd be like 6 pieces.
Yeah.
So like maybe like the 5th and 6th one were sticking out. There's no way you could get 1, 2, and 3, and 4 out of it. I've ruined people's homes. Like,
Did anyone ever discover this?
I have no clue. I think, I mean, I don't know, maybe like some of my friends stopped being friends with me and that was why, but I never figured, I have no idea. I can't recall. Like,
You don't remember ever having a conversation with somebody?
oh, never. No, never. Never. I gotta
No,
wait.
you never did, or you don't recall?
Oh, I never had a conversation. No one confronted
ever
me
said,
and say like,
"Hey, Chris."
you're chewing up paper and putting it in my goddamn light sockets, you little asshole. You should all have me over for dinner. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And so you stopped doing this around 7.5.
Give or take 3 years.
And until you confessed it tonight, it was the perfect crime.
Yeah. I mean, all of my friends are still alive and so are their parents.
Well, now you're just boasting.
Yeah.
Will you tell any of them that you did this?
I'm only going to give out addresses. That's it. I won't. Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
No, I don't.
I want to know the other side of this story.
Did I just incriminate myself? Is this?
Well, you sure? Yes, absolutely. Well, like 1,000% you did.
I never did what was mentioned on this stage.
But let's say you can pin this on someone else, right?
Yeah.
Then you go to a childhood friend, you say, hey, you know, our other friend used to do this thing. He just told me he used to chew on paper, wad it up, and then stick it in the sockets. I need to know for the people in the house, like if they were
It's crazy. I just
Trying to
forgot who
plug
all
a
my
lamp
childhood
in.
friends are now. I have no clue who any of them are.
What are some of the other things you got up to around this age?
I
Because
mean,
it can't stop there.
I remember a lot of sticks and ice. Like, you know, like there were a lot of meals that were like, you know, made in the woods in the winter time.
Sure, yeah. Little House on the Prairie style. You were making your maple syrup ice cream with the snow. All right. Christophe, I do have a question for you, too. Thank you for telling us that story.
Yeah, of course. No worries.
This is a tricky question.
All right.
And I leave it up to you how to answer it. You can interpret it however you wish.
Sure.
And you'll see why this is a strange question. Worst first kiss?
What's the rest of the question?
That's it.
Yes.
What, do you remember your first kiss?
I think it was with a light socket, actually. No, I do.
Trying to get that paper in there.
I do remember my. Yeah, I think I do. It's I believe she. Wait a minute. I'm gonna say 7th grade, and she was in 8th grade.
Oh.
Telling you. And I don't even remember her name. Oh no. This table is so judgmental.
get older, it's like you gotta delete some files.
And I'm older. I mean, like, yeah, you can't.
Now, was it for me? My first kiss was not until I was a junior in high school, and and that person is here tonight.
I was just gonna say, that was him, right? Welcome back to Detroit. God.
For me, it was not. I did not make the first move.
Oh, I
and
didn't
was
either.
very nervous about it.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
But
even
seventh
know.
grade, was it like a game or was it like? Because a lot of times it's like that age. It's
Oh, I didn't get it. Like, I didn't understand. Well, I didn't. So I'm a little person. So attention to me, especially at that age, I didn't like it.
Right.
You know. And so she, like, my whole goal was to not stand out.
right.
And I feel like it happened like at school, like, and that's the last thing I would have wanted. Like, just is to like have a girl like bending down to give me a kiss in front of, you know, the school. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want that. Like, I want to just be like, I'm blending in. Like, I'm not 4'4". What? Yeah. So awkward for sure. I definitely would not have made the first move at all.
So what were if it was in front of everybody? What were the circumstances? What caused this to happen? Do you remember?
She liked me, and I was awkward, and you know, time went by, like probably 2 seconds or 2 minutes, and then she kissed me. I don't.
Now, since then,
Yes.
worst first kiss, I guess you could interpret it as the worst first time you kiss a specific person as opposed to your very first kiss. Because a question that's come up on this show before is, can you fix a bad kisser? And people are very divided on this. How many people? Round of
Is it this
applause.
table right here again?
We'll get to you guys. Round of applause. How many people think you can fix a bad kisser? Still using the applause as vote system. How many people think you cannot fix a bad kisser? You agree.
Maybe I haven't done it, so.
Now, this is a question we've never asked before. How many people in this room have successfully fixed a bad kisser? Is this true? Hey. This is supposed to be fun. You're saying you have done this?
Yes.
And how did you go about doing this, sir?
Well, instructional videos.
Instructional videos. Sir, were you the bad kisser? And you got better at it. Is any of this true? You're just wasting my time, man. I maintain that you can coach someone on technique. You say no?
Oh, I just said this crowd is so drunk.
Oh. So Christophe, do you feel that if you are a bad kisser, that's it? Like you can't be changed?
I want to have my, I want to think openly. So I feel like, you know, other people have done it. Yeah, you can fix a bad
I
kisser.
think that you can.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, did you, I don't think this is a thing that boys necessarily do. I bet some boys do. Did you ever practice kissing?
Not light sockets?
Not like soccer.
Yeah, I don't think so. Nope.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
No.
Only child?
Only child.
Did you wish that you had brothers or sisters?
I guess I kind of wish I had an older sister. I mean,
I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. I think that's a perfectly nice thing to wish for.
My parents were never married, so I was the only. I'm an only child. I like to kind of say I was a child of love.
Right.
And yeah, I'm the only one that occurred.
The only one that occurred. And so you wish you had an older sister that somebody could have like given you some guidance in the ways of romance?
I guess I probably never would have thought romance, but maybe cooking better, or not eating or half eating certain things. But no, I don't know. I think so many of my friends had siblings, and I thought that would have been unique.
But I'm sure there were people in your life that served that function as the years went by, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who is one of those people?
So a roommate of mine in LA, Corey, kind of served the role of, actually it's kind of funny, younger and older brother. Because he's a lot younger than I am, and he also, oh man, now I have a ton of people. Yeah, Corey definitely served as younger brother, because I showed him, he's a musician as well, and so I kind of, I don't want to completely say mentored, but I introduced him to a lot of people that I knew and stuff like that. But then in other situations, I was like, we would have conversations, and I'm like, man, you're like knowledgeable 20 years beyond what you are. It's amazing. Like I feel like such an idiot for some things. And then another great friend of mine, Nikki, I guess she kind of was, she would be considered maybe an older, wacky sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're a drummer, right?
I'm a drummer, yep.
What's the weirdest gig you ever played? And we'll clap for all the instruments.
So oh man. Can I share a few?
Sure.
Because there are a few. So my band in college, we were kind of a terrible funk band.
What was the name of that band?
Oh shit. Baba Cool.
Oh.
Yeah. We played in a barn with cows behind us. I set my drums up on a
hay bale?
No. On a piece of plywood on the dirt with cows mooing. But there were like 40 cows, like shackled, fenced in behind us. They were like mooing. It was a barn party. I don't know. It was college.
Enough said.
In Hollywood, I've played a couple crazy gigs. I played I played in a movie called oh shoot, I forgot the whole title. Pop Star and Never Stop, Never Stopping. And there's a scene where there is a baby playing the drums, and I'm the baby. The production built sewed a gigantic baby onesie for me, and they rented the biggest drum set I've ever played in my entire life. So I look like a baby, and they just had me solo for 3 minutes, and I'm soloing, and then they took Jorma Tacón's baby's head in post and put it on top of my body. And then I also played, there was a year where I played, only 1 year, and that's okay. I played in the band Mini Kiss, and I played drums. My first gig with Mini Kiss was at AVN. Does anybody know what that is? Yeah.
People know what that is.
Yeah. So I played at AVN. I didn't know what it was before I went. And showed up at a porn
You were reading
convention.
your Bible when you got the gig.
I
right?
was, yeah. I was reading the Bible on the plane and, in bed at 10 p.m.
That's right.
I had pushed that rock and roll lifestyle aside, and so I played with Minikiss at AVN for a porn star party, and it gave me chills because one of the drummers that I highly respect and one of the greatest of all time, Vinnie Paul, was in the audience watching me play Kiss songs, and I was like, So there are three. There are more weird ones, but, I'll give you the chance to tap out right now.
All right. Big round of applause for Christophe, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take another break. When we return, we will procure a location for our improv from our guest, Kristoffer Zajac-Denek, and then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns!
The tide is high and I'm holding on to my Tidal subscription. What is Tidal? Tidal is a different kind of music streaming app that fosters the relationship between artists and fans and values diversity in music. They offer unlimited music and video available completely ad-free. Look, we all hate ads, right? Oh, did you agree? This is an ad. You're hurting my feelings. You're not on Tidal yet, okay? You can play your favorite classics, discover new artists, and you don't want to miss Tidal's upcoming benefit concert on October 23rd. Tidal's 4th annual benefit concert, Tidal X Brooklyn, supports criminal justice reform. In our criminal justice system, over 65% of prisoners serving life without parole for nonviolent offenses are African American. 1 in every 15 African American males is incarcerated, compared to just 1 in every 106 white men. Okay? That means that 1 in 3 African American males can expect to go to prison in their lifetime. I was having an argument online with somebody the other day about the criminal justice system. And they were saying, well, I don't know that it's racist. And I was saying, I do. It is. All net proceeds from Tidal X Brooklyn help support charity organizations dedicated to reforming these stats, such as the Equal Justice Initiative, Reform, the Innocence Project, and Cut 50. The concert will feature performances from Lil Wayne, Ms. Lauryn Hill, Meek Mill, and many more. There will be a free live stream of the entire show on October 23rd. Find out more, donate to the cause, and tune in at tidal.com/Brooklyn. That's TIDAL.com/BROOKLYN, tidal.com/Brooklyn. Fun fact, the video for The Tide is High by Blondie featured a knockoff Darth Vader.
Welcome back to Spontaneanation! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal the location for our improv, but first, just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time. Let's say we need to travel into the past for some reason. Somebody's having a memory, we're learning how something came to be. Anytime we travel into the past, we use this flashback sound effect. Now, you can't stay in the past forever, folks. If we got to get back from the flashback, back to where we were, got to get back in time. Anytime we do that, anytime we move forward in time, we use this flash forward sound effect. Right. Now, this final sound moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene, we want to find out what's happening at the exact same time somewhere else. Moving only in space, not in time. We use this meanwhile sound effect. Past, present, future. Everyone gets it. I did not like that. I did this once in Vancouver. And I want to do this. I'll do this once again. It's very unsettling. I want you as a group to say this phrase in a very calm, measured voice. All right? I want you to say, I see who you are, and I will undo you. All right? So, remember, I see who you are, and I will undo you in a calm, completely conversational tone. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I see who you are, and I will undo you.
Yeah, that's fucking horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. All right. Right? That's not good. That's not good. Ladies and gentlemen, time to reveal the location of Improv provided to us by our guest, Kristoffer Zajac-Denek, and that location is Hot Spring at a discount resort in Iceland. Hot Spring at a discount resort in Iceland. We take you now to Hot Spring at a discount resort in Iceland.
Did you know that you have to bring your own towels? For instance, if you go to Blue Lagoon, they give you a towel, but here, you have to bring your own towel. Were you aware of this fact? That's why you are currently without towel and very naked. You will soon get quite cold if you do not figure out a way to finagle yourself a towel.
I didn't bring anything. I finagle a towel. Could I have your towel?
Well, then what would I do for a towel, you silly woman?
Is this an Icelandic riddle?
Yes, but it's also just a practical conversation about your lack of towel.
I guess I'm gonna go soak then.
So you're familiar with our ways in Iceland, that everything is a riddle if you listen hard enough.
Were you born here in Iceland?
Yes, of course, I know it's hard to tell. Because I'm such a woman of the world. But yes, I was born in Akureyri, and then I moved to Hauk, and then I moved to the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. I just lived inside the Glacier Lagoon. It was very cold. But I always had a towel.
You have a very soothing voice. It's conducive to taking the waters and just relaxing and sort of having a conversation with my higher self.
Yes, that's why I decided to help run this hot spring with my older sister, Hekla. Here she is, but she traveled abroad a lot, so her accent goes all over the place.
Hello, Björna.
Hello, Hekla, my esteemed older sister.
Has she solved the towel riddle yet?
No, but bonus points for her. She did know it was a riddle, so.
Have you heard the song of the light?
The song of the light?
The song of the light.
The light has a song. Have you heard it?
I'm so afraid I'm going to hear it. I'm so afraid that I'm about to hear it.
When the lights are shining in the sky, they sing a song to you. It will tell you secrets. Right, Björna?
Yes, it will tell you all the secrets you would have in your heart. What are you scared of asking about?
Tell Hekla.
You know, I'm really just here to meditate.
Hey, babe! What'd you do? Come all the way down here without me? I thought we were gonna come check this out together.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know, I was just at the front desk still trying to figure out if we get breakfast here. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Carl.
But the thing is, let me answer the question I asked them.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, cool. This is cool. Hello.
Hello, local beefcake. Nice to meet you.
Hey. Yeah, I'm local somewhere.
I was just having a quiet soak.
Right.
you
Part of
wanna-
this, right now I forgot. Part of this vacation was you did your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
And,
this was gonna be part of it. I wasn't sure because I
You
was
were
like,
gonna argue with people about breakfast while I got in touch with
I was
my
gonna
higher
figure it out. I
self.
was gonna figure it out.
But
Did you get an answer to your question about the breakfast riddle?
I didn't. No, I just I went up there.
So you still have some questions about breakfast, huh?
You work here?
I do.
So
My job is to taste the business cards. They say if you practice long enough, it makes you an excellent kisser. Oh! The bird is here!
Is for thee, beefcake.
It's for you!
Oh. Okay.
Breakfast you will never have. As long as you do not recall the answer to the song of light. And down the tunnel you will fall.
Yeah, so, to be honest, there was a riddle that was started, but I had my arms folded weird, and then the bird landed kind of in my cross, and I couldn't figure out, wait, how are you sitting there? How are you so close to my face that when the bird started speaking, which again, I was like, wait, fuck. Is the bird speaking? So then I was like, is the bird speaking? Is that part of the riddle? And then I was like, wait a minute. How come those claws don't hurt? And then I was like, is that a real bird?
Honey, can I just ask you, and I don't want to distract you, I am naked and freezing.
Right.
Could I use your shirt to dry off? I don't have a towel.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a button-up singlet.
Thank you.
Oh! Hecla, look, the tourist has figured out the next level.
Did I solve it?
You solved one piece of it.
Yes, Vienna, but she still has way to go.
Of course you do, but at least you are covered so that not God and everybody can see your shame.
Well, I guess I'd like to know what the next part of the riddle is for some reason.
Shall we tell her, Hecla? You're my older sister. I turn to you for everything.
In many ways, I'm like your younger sister as well.
Yes, but that's just what you tell people when we go to college parties so that you can make out with the cute young guys.
True.
Because, like, chronologically, you are older because you are older than me, and I don't want anyone to think that I am older than you because I have vanity.
Are they doing a riddle to each other?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know.
If you ask me questions 3 older than you, I shall be.
Yeah.
Real inside.
Yeah, it feels like, in a way, even though we're together, we're on our own journeys.
Oh my God.
You're kind of figuring out whatever riddle that was, and then I'm still going over the Hawk thing. I got some trying to figure out the whole bird.
He has solved a riddle that no one asked.
Cool. So yeah, if you need me as part of this, I don't know. Okay? Cool.
That's about the best communication we've had as a couple.
Tell us, travelers, how long have you been on our fair Iceland?
Let's see.
What is
about
this,
5, 6 months?
Yeah, 5 or 6 months now.
And you have not learned anything about our local ways.
Well, he really wanted to find breakfast.
Yeah.
For 5 or 6 months?
It's
Yeah, I
been a
mean, that was
struggle.
that was the deal.
What were you eating instead of breakfast?
We just waited.
I'm so hungry, I'm starting to think maybe I should eat some of these Icelandic weeds.
Wait. We gotta wait. We don't know if that's breakfast or not. Right? We don't know what it is here. And I don't want to pay for it if it's covered. Like lunch, I know I gotta pay for it. If that means I gotta pay for these weeds, so be it, babe. We're on vacation, you know? But breakfast, if it's part of it, it's the whole Trivago thing that we did.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Anywho, let's let's wait until about noonish.
I'm so hungry,
I know. Babe, I don't know. Okay? What else do you want me to say?
No,
I brought us here on a little vacation.
Yeah.
Sure, it was months ago. Sure, we still haven't figured it out, but this is a place for us to figure it out.
Yeah.
You do your thing, I try to figure out the breakfast thing.
I know. No, when you say it like that, it makes me realize that you really got it together. So, I guess let's just keep walking until we get to that discount spa that we were, the hot
That's what I'm
springs that
saying.
we were
Listen, I only know
trying
what I
to
know,
find.
okay? I only know what I know. All I know is that when it's time to hang out, I make sure there's at least 40 cars behind me.
Yeah.
When it's time to party,
Yeah.
just make sure it's a barn party.
Yeah.
That's all I know about life.
I get
and that's
it.
how I live my life, babe.
I get it.
Get it?
I get it. You're perfect for me. Okay.
So this is like, your thing.
Yeah,
Come here.
no, listen, we've spent the last 5 months looking for breakfast. I think we can spend a day or two looking for the hot springs, and
Cool.
we'll just see where it takes us from there. Probably marriage.
Really?
Oh, so you understand about barn parties, do you?
Yeah.
You understand what it takes to have the perfect ingredients for a rockin' good time? They are, of course, we'll say them together. Drums, cows,
Plywood.
Plywood!
yes.
We did it.
No, sir. Actually, your girlfriend did it. You have not been very helpful in the riddle solving. She's been solving all the riddles.
I've been solving all the riddles.
What is your name, nameless woman?
You're the first person who's asked me that in 5 months.
I think first from the last show, too.
Yeah. It's been a weird, lonely time for me up here in Iceland. My name's...
No! You have a new name!
Hey, you can see me, right?
Yeah, babe.
Okay.
Cast aside the name you knew.
Oh.
The name you have will soon be true.
Okay, so I forget about the name I just said because I'm gonna get a new name soon.
Yes!
Yes, that's what she just said.
My bad. Oh my God.
It is time, my sister,
Yes.
for the lights to sing their song.
We have been waiting for this for 10 minutes.
Wait, the light is gonna sing?
That's what she said, yes.
Oh, cool.
Do you have a problem with that,
No.
Beefcake?
Is this part of it?
Does this sound like a fucking song?
Were you asking if the part of the song was us talking just now?
Yeah, I've heard some songs where it starts with an interlude.
How could something start with an interlude?
Yo, so I'm thinking for this next track, thank you so much for letting me be your producer on this.
Okay.
All right, I'm thinking for this next track, like, you've done it all, right?
I've tried.
You're the king of pop now.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing, but like, you know, what if you started this next song as though it was the stuff that goes in between other songs?
Okay. I mean, I'll try it.
That's what I love about you.
Hey,
Open to
sorry,
anything.
but here in the booth, did you just tell him to put the stuff in the middle of the song at the beginning of the song?
Yeah, we're trying something new. We take the stuff that actually exists outside of the song, in between the songs. Like, you know, on that Lauryn Hill album where there's just all them little kids yapping?
Right, yeah.
So it's just like little kids being like, I think love is, and then a bunch of bullshit. So we take that.
Right, yeah.
And we put it at the top of the song.
I like it. I like that idea.
Well, listen, we're gonna have to call it a day anyway. It's the damnedest thing. We can't plug anything in here. Like, I've taken a run at plugging this mixing board in like 4 or 5 times. And I've never had a problem doing it before. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, this is your studio.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Man. All right. Well, shit. I guess we gotta do it acoustic style.
But it's still not going to be recorded?
I think it's been done.
It may have been done as we speak.
Maybe. We don't know. We're clearly right here.
I'm starting to feel like I do hear something off in the distance.
Listen.
To the lights.
Listen to the distance.
Listen. Your shirt-clad naked body will vibrate with the sound of the light.
I'm starting to feel like a tiny dog who shakes for no reason.
That's good. This is the next level of riddle solving.
Do you hear? The song is giving you your new name. Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Already happened?
Yeah.
You didn't hear it?
Is it still doing it? Did I miss it?
No, it said it very clearly. We both heard
Very
it.
clearly.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Tweedledee?
Does Tweedledee sound like a name?
In some books.
Mama, read us another story.
All of us.
All of us.
Well, darlings, I only have the off-brand version of these various tales, so I have this.
Well, it's only supposed to help us sleep, so as long as it's nice and simple.
Well, how do you feel about, Ali's adventures through the looking mirror? It's filled with wonderful, wonderful stories.
Like what?
A looking mirror sounds like a thing a pervert has.
In so many ways, you're 20 years beyond your actual age. Well, this is a story that involves a tiny girl. She goes through a mirror, if you will, and she meets all kinds of colorful characters, including 2 adorable twins, Tweedledee and the other one. Copyright.
In this magical land, what do those twins do? Do they help her, or do they just confound her and confuse her?
Well, you know twins.
We're twins.
Yes.
All 3 of us.
That's right. Off-brand stories for off-brand twins.
So look, young girl, you have come here to our land. Some might say to our world. We have tried to give you a name.
Yeah.
I have tried to not offer you a towel many times. We've tried to show you compassion, even with your stupid boyfriend in tow.
I didn't.
I was right there to say when the song started.
Yes.
I owe you an apology. I did not recognize any of this behavior as compassion. But it's clear now. It's clear now to me as I stand naked and freezing without a name that I've just misunderstood your mystical culture, and I'm just hoping that you'll deign to give me my new name, please.
It's against the rules, but
I guess we can allow it.
I shall give her the name.
Oh, good, because I'm tired.
Makes sense.
Your sister just turned into a towel. The towel that she couldn't offer.
Fiona can transform into any bath towel.
Any bath
From
towel?
a washcloth to a bath sheet to a bath mat to a big, thick, and thirsty towel.
A thirsty one?
Who are you calling thirsty?
Not in that sense.
So, I don't know what my
She's
name...
really short logs over there.
Please, I feel like a kid-like empress in a crazy land without a name, in an off-brand book or movie, who just needs one person to call her name so that she can feel like a real person again and possibly not continue this relationship.
Very well. Outsider. I will tell you the name the lights have given you. Ready?
In a way.
Puffin's daughter. Oh no!
Wait,
Vienna, you have taken human form again.
it's true. I cannot stay any one thing for too long. I have to change shape in order to move the plot forward. Now I'm a beautiful bird.
Clearly.
And I can thank you. And I can carry you any place you wish,
Oh, wonderful.
as long as your heart is pure.
Oh.
Is it? Oh. No good?
I
No,
don't know one said
especially,
anything
yeah.
about anybody's
The trip we
heartbeat.
took before
Yeah.
this was to the
There
end,
was so-
yeah.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Look at this, man! Look at this, man! Look at this, man! Yeah! Look at this, man! I love this place so much. There's like so much going on, but it's all the same shit. And it's all stuff I love. You know, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna listen, maybe at this place, let me kind of do my own thing for a while. And then you do your own thing, and then like the next vacation, you do your own thing, and then I'll like kind of hang back or whatever.
Cool, sounds great.
Yeah. I think there's a couple bands here and stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your entertainment for this evening, Giant Alice Cooper.
He's huge.
He's so big he blocked out the sun for a moment. Look, everybody, we have to move quickly.
We sure do.
Yes, look, here in Iceland, our days are much shorter than everywhere else. But it means you get to see the Northern Lights, and they have their own song. And fast forward, they gave you a name, okay?
So it's not Puffin's daughter?
I mean, I thought it was.
It could be that.
No, I shouldn't listen to you. I should listen to the towel. Bird, the bird.
Bird, go away. Towel will come to save the day.
You're right. Look,
classic tone pose.
Can I say something really quickly? I just want to acknowledge that having now visited Iceland, Bjork seems like the most normal person I've ever encountered.
You solved it.
And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. Eugene Cordero. Hello, Varney. Thank you to everyone here at the Magic Bag. Thank you to the Detroit Improv Festival. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye forever until next week. This is Paul F. saying Semper in Presenti.
Hey folks, I'm quick. Plugs for you. Tomorrow night in Los Angeles, Tuesday, October 16th, the Bajillionaires are back on stage at UCB Franklin, 9:30 p.m. Me, Ryan Gall, Mandelmon, Drew Tarver, our guests, Mono Agapian, and Carl Tart. This is going to be a very fun show. And our baby boy, Tim Baltz, is back in Los Angeles. This is going to be good. Throwing Shade Live, Thursday, November 1st, I get to go down to San Diego to be on stage with Brian Safi and Aaron Gibson for Throwing Shade Live. This is going to be a lot of fun. The Music Box in San Diego, Throwing Shade Live. These guys are always the best. This is going to be a blast. We have just added a late show, SPONTANEANATION Live, Saturday, November 17th in Brooklyn at the Bell House, my favorite venue in the country. We've added a late show. First show sold out. Come see us. 10 p.m. show. It's going to be a blast. And then the next night, Super Ego Forgotten Classics, Sunday, November 18th at the Bell House in Brooklyn. Me, Jeremy Carter, Matt Gorley, Mark McConville, and our boy James Bladen. And Eban Schletter is going to be live scoring that as well. That is going to be a blast. We're doing Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile. We're going to be improvising what we think that book is about. So do come see it. All tickets can be found at paulftompkins.com/live. I love you.